You probably have a coffee routine you stick to like clockwork. Wake up, brew a cup, maybe add a splash of cream or a teaspoon of sugar. It's comforting, familiar, and it helps you feel like yourself again. But here's what most people over 60 don't realize. That same cup of coffee, if tweaked just slightly, can either help reverse muscle loss and strengthen your body or quietly work against your health goals, draining energy, thinning your muscles, and making you more vulnerable to fatigue, falls, and weakness. Muscle loss after 60 is silent, slow, and dangerous. It sneaks up gradually, and by the time you notice your balance slipping or your legs feeling like jelly, a large chunk of your muscle mass could already be gone. According to the National Institute on Aging, adults over 60 lose about 1 to 2% of their muscle every year unless they actively fight back. But what if the solution didn't require an expensive gym membership or lifting heavy weights? What if it started with something as simple as your morning coffee? In this video, you'll discover 5 science-backed ways to upgrade your morning cup to fight age-related muscle loss, rebuild strength, and improve energy levels, all without changing your entire lifestyle. Some of these add-ins have been shown to increase muscle synthesis by over 30% in older adults. Others reduce muscle breakdown or help deliver nutrients more effectively to your cells. By the end, you'll know exactly how to transform your everyday coffee into a muscle-boosting routine that supports independence, strength, and clarity well into your 70s, 80s, and beyond. And best of all, each strategy is easy, inexpensive, and takes less than 30 seconds. Let's start with the most powerful but underrated one. Number 5, add collagen peptides to your coffee. You've probably seen collagen powders advertised for smoother skin or stronger nails. But what most people don't realize is that collagen is also one of the most critical proteins for preserving strength and mobility after 60. And your morning coffee is the perfect place to slip it in. Here's why. After the age of 60, your body produces less collagen every year. This affects more than just your skin elasticity. Collagen is the scaffolding that holds your joints, ligaments, and muscles together. Without enough of it, your tendons weaken, recovery slows, and even simple movements like standing up from a chair become more difficult over time. Collagen peptides are a broken-down form of collagen that dissolve instantly in hot liquids like coffee. Unlike regular protein powders, they're flavorless, mix effortlessly, and are easily absorbed by the aging digestive system. In one study published in the British Journal of Nutrition, men over 65 who took collagen peptides daily while doing light exercise gained significantly more muscle mass and strength than those who didn't. Even those with limited physical activity still showed improvements in body composition and energy levels. It's like giving your muscles the scaffolding they need to stay upright and firm, even if you're not hitting the gym every day. And there's a unique reason collagen works better in coffee than cold liquids. Hot coffee helps collagen peptides dissolve fully, improving absorption and preventing clumping. That means more of the amino acids like glycine and proline make it into your bloodstream, where they can support muscle repair and connective tissue. But here's the emotional core of it. Muscle strength isn't just about looking good or feeling toned. For seniors, it's about independence. It's about being able to reach up to the cupboard, carry a basket of laundry, or climb the stairs without worrying your legs will give out. When collagen runs low, your foundation weakens. You start noticing your knees ache more. You avoid taking walks. You lose confidence in your own body. But when you add a scoop of collagen to your coffee each morning, you're reinforcing the framework of your muscles, ligaments, and bones before your day even starts. And it's not just about prevention. Many seniors report reduced joint pain and faster recovery from everyday movements within just a few weeks of adding collagen to their routine. It's subtle at first, but then one day, you realize you walked farther, climbed easier, or stood longer without fatigue. That's what collagen does silently, consistently. To get started, look for hydrolyzed collagen peptides from grass-fed sources. 1 to 2 scoops in your coffee is usually enough. There's no taste, no texture, and no extra effort. It's one of the simplest upgrades you can make to your day and one of the most powerful ways to rebuild what age tries to take away. Next, we'll look at something even simpler than collagen, something your body might be silently starving for every morning, especially if you wake up stiff, sore, or slow. Number 4, add a pinch of Himalayan salt. Most people think salt is something to avoid, and for good reason. Too much of the wrong kind, like highly processed table salt, can raise blood pressure, strain your heart, and bloat your body. But what most seniors don't realize is that the right kind of salt, in the right amount, can actually help rebuild muscle, fight fatigue, and improve hydration, especially after 60, and your morning coffee is the ideal place to sneak it in. Let me explain. As you get older, your body becomes more prone to dehydration, not just from drinking too little water, but because your kidneys become less efficient at holding onto essential minerals. This includes sodium, potassium, magnesium, all of which are key for muscle function. When your mineral levels drop too low, your muscles cramp. You feel weak, lightheaded, or dizzy when you stand. Your energy plummets and your brain gets foggy. It's like your body is trying to run on a car battery that's constantly leaking. Now here's where coffee comes in. Caffeine is a mild diuretic, meaning it makes you urinate more. That's why your morning coffee can unintentionally flush out the little minerals you still have left, leaving your muscles even more depleted. But by adding just a pinch of Himalayan pink salt, you give your body exactly what it's missing: natural electrolytes that support nerve signals, muscle contractions, and cellular hydration. Unlike regular table salt, which is bleached and stripped of trace minerals, Himalayan salt contains over 80 trace elements, including magnesium and potassium. These minerals are essential for rebuilding strength and preventing muscle loss. In fact, one study from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that low sodium levels in seniors were directly associated with increased frailty, reduced grip strength, and greater risk of falls. That's right. Not getting enough of the right salt could make you weaker, slower, and more likely to lose your balance. But here's the surprising part. A small pinch of Himalayan salt in your coffee won't make it taste salty. It actually softens the bitterness and brings out a smooth, rich flavor. Many high-end cafes even do this to deepen the taste profile of their blends. So while it's strengthening your muscles and restoring your hydration, it's also enhancing your coffee experience. You might be thinking, won't salt raise my blood pressure? The answer depends on the type and amount. The issue isn't with salt itself, it's with the overuse of processed salt in packaged foods. A tiny pinch of natural salt, especially first thing in the morning when your body is depleted, helps balance fluids and prevent fatigue, not spike your pressure. In fact, low sodium can be just as dangerous as high. Here's how it works. When you add Himalayan salt to your coffee, you're giving your body the electrolyte support it needs to hold onto hydration longer. That means better circulation, improved nutrient delivery to muscles, and less cramping or soreness. It's like giving your muscles a boost of electricity. They fire more efficiently, hold strength longer, and recover faster. And here's where it matters emotionally. Muscle weakness isn't always from age or lack of movement. Sometimes it's from poor hydration at the cellular level. Seniors often go all morning without properly rehydrating, and coffee alone won't do it. But coffee with a mineral-rich pinch of Himalayan salt? That's hydration and strength in one cup. It's especially powerful if you've been waking up with stiff hands, swollen ankles, or brain fog. These are often signs your electrolyte balance is off, and this small tweak can begin restoring it in days. Just be sure to measure the pinch. You only need 1/8 teaspoon or less, depending on your taste and health needs. And as always, if you're on a low-sodium diet for a specific medical reason, talk to your healthcare provider before making changes. But for most seniors, this one habit can mean the difference between dragging through the morning or feeling clear, strong, and energized from the very first sip. So, tomorrow morning, before you take that first drink, sprinkle in that pink salt. It's one of the easiest ways to support your muscles, your brain, and your balance without adding anything artificial. Up next, we'll reveal a natural compound that builds muscle from the inside out, and it works even if you're not exercising regularly. It's found in one of the most unexpected coffee ingredients, and it's been called a muscle activator by aging researchers around the world. Number 3, add MCT oil for muscle-friendly energy. You've probably heard of MCT oil before, maybe in passing, maybe in health articles. It's often linked to brain benefits or weight loss, but here's what most people don't realize. MCT oil can be one of the most powerful tools for preserving and even rebuilding muscle after 60, especially when added to your morning coffee. Let's break this down. MCT stands for medium-chain triglycerides. These are special fats found naturally in coconuts. Unlike long-chain fats, like those in cooking oils or butter, MCTs are digested differently. They skip the usual fat processing route through the liver and go straight to your bloodstream, where they're quickly converted into ketones. Ketones are a clean, stable energy source. But here's the part most seniors overlook. Ketones don't just fuel the brain, they also help protect your muscles during the aging process. As you get older, your body becomes less efficient at using carbohydrates for energy. That's why many seniors feel tired, foggy, or shaky just an hour or two after eating. And when energy runs low, your body starts breaking down muscle to feed itself. That's the last thing you want. But when you add MCT oil to your morning coffee, you're giving your body instant fuel. Not sugar spikes or crashes, just smooth, steady energy that preserves muscle and keeps metabolism running clean. In a clinical trial published in the Journal of Gerontology, older adults who supplemented with MCT oil daily saw improved muscle function and increased fat burning compared to those who didn't. And this happened without intense exercise. Think about that. Just by feeding your body the right kind of fat, you can help prevent the breakdown of muscle that leads to weakness, imbalance, and dependence on others. And here's where it gets really emotional. Many seniors wake up feeling foggy. They feel their hands tremble while holding a spoon, their legs feel heavy, they chalk it up to getting older, but often it's poor fuel, low energy, low muscle preservation, low strength. Imagine replacing that with steady alertness, sharper movement, and the kind of calm focus that lets you stay independent throughout the day. That's what MCT oil can help support when taken regularly in the morning. And coffee is the perfect carrier. Why? Because MCT oil blends seamlessly with hot coffee. It gives your brew a smooth, rich texture, almost like a creamy latte without the dairy. It doesn't taste like coconut, it doesn't add sugar or carbs, and it works within minutes to start fueling your brain and muscles. But remember, quality matters. Not all MCT oils are created equal. Look for one that contains mostly C8, caprylic acid, and C10, capric acid. These are the fastest converting MCTs and have been shown to provide the most benefit for both cognition and muscle health. Start small. Begin with half a teaspoon and gradually work your way up to 1 tablespoon if your digestion tolerates it. Because of how fast it's absorbed, starting with too much MCT oil can cause stomach discomfort, especially if your body isn't used to it. But with a little consistency, the results can be powerful. You may start to notice fewer crashes mid-morning, clearer thinking, more strength in your legs, less muscle soreness after doing the laundry or walking outside. These are real-world signs that your body is getting what it needs to preserve and rebuild itself. You're not just fueling your morning, you're protecting your independence. And that's the bigger picture. After 60, every meal, every drink, every choice either supports your strength or slowly erodes it. By simply adding MCT oil to your coffee, you're choosing strength. You're telling your body, I'm not giving up muscle today. It's a powerful shift, and one that takes less than 10 seconds. So tomorrow, when you reach for your mug, ask yourself, what am I fueling today? Fatigue or function? Up next, we're diving into a completely different kind of coffee booster. It's not a fat or a protein, it's a humble spice that can double your body's ability to absorb nutrients and protect muscle cells from inflammation. Most people have it in their kitchen right now, but they're not using it in the most powerful way. Number 2, add a dash of cinnamon to boost nutrient delivery and protect muscles. Cinnamon is one of those comforting flavors that reminds people of warmth, home, and maybe even childhood. But what most seniors don't realize is that this humble spice can do more than just add flavor to your morning coffee. It can help rebuild muscle, regulate blood sugar, and protect your strength after 60. And it all comes down to circulation and nutrient delivery. You see, after 60, your body isn't as efficient at moving nutrients from your food into your cells, especially your muscle cells. The capillaries that carry nutrients to your tissues become stiffer. Insulin, the hormone that helps transport glucose and amino acids into muscle cells, doesn't respond as well. The result? Your muscles aren't getting the fuel they need to stay strong and regenerate, but cinnamon changes that equation. According to research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, cinnamon has been shown to improve insulin sensitivity, which means it helps your cells absorb more nutrients more efficiently. In fact, just half a teaspoon of cinnamon per day can significantly lower fasting blood sugar levels and improve how your muscles process energy. It's like turning the lights back on in your cells. Suddenly, the protein you eat gets used to rebuild muscle. The carbs you eat go toward energy instead of being stored as fat. Your body becomes more efficient, and that means more strength, better stamina, and improved recovery after activity. And the beauty is, coffee amplifies the effect. When you combine the caffeine in your coffee with the blood sugar stabilizing power of cinnamon, you create a kind of synergy. The caffeine stimulates circulation and gives you energy. The cinnamon keeps that energy balanced and long-lasting. It's like giving your muscles both the ignition and the fuel to run smoothly. Plus, cinnamon is rich in antioxidants, particularly polyphenols, which fight inflammation and protect muscle cells from age-related damage. According to a study from the University of Hong Kong, cinnamon ranks among the highest spices for antioxidant activity, even higher than garlic or oregano. That's huge. Because after 60, inflammation becomes one of your biggest enemies. It eats away at your muscles, slows recovery, and contributes to fatigue and stiffness. Adding cinnamon helps turn down that internal fire, so your body can spend more energy building, not breaking down. Now, here's where it gets really personal. A lot of seniors start noticing their grip getting weaker. Holding a pot, opening a jar, lifting groceries, it all starts to feel heavier. But most of them never connect it to blood sugar or nutrient absorption. They just think, I'm getting old. But imagine if all it took to slow that decline was something as simple as cinnamon in your morning cup. You don't need a supplement. You don't need a fancy blend. You just need a dash of Ceylon cinnamon, often called true cinnamon, mixed into your coffee grounds or stirred into the brew itself. Not only does it give your coffee a warm, subtly sweet flavor without adding sugar, but it also works quietly in the background to support your muscles, your metabolism, and your independence. Just make sure you're using Ceylon cinnamon, not cassia. Cassia is the more common, cheaper type you find in most grocery stores, but it contains higher levels of a compound called coumarin, which can be harmful to the liver in large amounts. Ceylon cinnamon has a more delicate flavor and is much safer for daily use. Start with a quarter teaspoon and see how your body feels. Some people even pre-mix it with their coffee grounds so the flavor infuses directly during brewing. It's a tiny step, but the long-term benefits are enormous. Imagine having steadier energy throughout the day, less shaking in your hands, more control over your movements, fewer sugar crashes, and a better chance at maintaining the muscle mass that keeps you independent, mobile, and sharp. And it all starts with a simple spice sitting in your cabinet right now. You're not adding something artificial, you're adding something ancient, natural, and deeply healing, and your body knows what to do with it. In just a few mornings, you might start to notice the difference. That familiar heaviness in your legs may start to lift. Your balance may feel stronger, your energy may carry into the afternoon, not just fade away by lunch, and that means more than physical strength. It means freedom to move, to think, to live life on your terms. Next, we're going to explore one final ingredient, a nutrient you've likely heard of, but probably never considered mixing with coffee. It's tasteless, easy to add, and it's been shown to significantly increase lean muscle mass in older adults, even without heavy exercise. This one habit alone could be the edge that keeps your body stronger, longer. Number 1. Add lion's mane, mushroom powder to protect muscles through the brain-body connection. You probably think muscle strength is just about exercise and protein. And yes, those matter. But what most people don't realize is that your brain plays a powerful role in how your muscles age. That's why lion's mane mushroom powder belongs in your coffee. Lion's mane isn't your average mushroom. It's been used for centuries in Eastern traditions for cognitive health, but recent science shows it may help protect both brain and muscle function, especially after 60, when the nervous system starts to slow down and signals to the muscles weaken. In other words, if your brain can't communicate well with your muscles, it doesn't matter how much protein you eat. Your legs will still feel like jelly, you'll still lose balance when standing, and you'll feel that slow, frustrating decline in strength. Lion's mane helps stop that breakdown by stimulating nerve growth factor, or NGF. This is a compound your brain needs to repair and regenerate nerve cells, including the ones that control your muscles. According to research published in the International Journal of Molecular Sciences, lion's mane has been shown to support neural regeneration and enhance the brain's ability to maintain connections with muscles as we age. Now, why coffee? Lion's mane works beautifully when paired with caffeine because they complement each other. While caffeine gives you a temporary boost in focus, lion's mane supports long-term brain health and neuromuscular stability. It's like building a better communication line between your brain and your body so that when you want to move, your body actually can. But the benefits don't stop at nerve health. Lion's mane is also a natural anti-inflammatory, helping reduce chronic inflammation that damages muscle tissues and joints. For seniors, this means less stiffness in the morning, fewer flare-ups after a walk or light workout, and better recovery over time. A 2020 study in Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience found that older adults who took lion's mane supplements showed significant improvements in grip strength, coordination, and mobility. And unlike many synthetic options, lion's mane is gentle, well-tolerated, and free of side effects when taken in standard doses. Even better, you don't need capsules or pills. A teaspoon of lion's mane mushroom powder mixes seamlessly into hot coffee. It has a mild, earthy flavor that blends especially well with black coffee, or even a little cinnamon or unsweetened cocoa if that's your style. Some describe it as nutty, but most say they barely notice it's there, except for how they feel after using it consistently. That's where the real magic happens. You wake up feeling more alert, your hands feel steadier, your steps feel more confident, and over weeks and months you may notice that your coordination improves. You don't stumble as often, you can hold heavier things longer. Your nervous system is supporting your strength again, not working against it. And that's key, because as we age, muscle loss isn't just about losing size, it's about losing control. Falls, fractures, hesitation in movement, these are often rooted in a breakdown of nerve-muscle connection. Lion's mane helps preserve that connection so your muscles stay useful, coordinated, and responsive. To use it, start with half a teaspoon stirred directly into your morning coffee. Gradually increase to 1 full teaspoon as your body adapts. Most high-quality powders come with clear serving recommendations. Just make sure you're getting pure lion's mane extract without sugar, flavorings, or fillers. And give it time. This isn't a quick fix. It's a quiet ally in your coffee cup, rewiring your nervous system in the background while you go about your day. The best part? It's safe for daily use. You can take it every morning as part of your regular coffee routine, and it pairs well with other natural boosters like cinnamon, turmeric, or even functional protein powders if you decide to add those later. So, tomorrow morning, as you take that first sip, think of it as more than just coffee. Think of it as a signal to your brain, saying, stay sharp, stay strong, stay connected. Because keeping your muscles isn't just about what you eat or how much you move. It's also about how well your brain and body communicate. And with lion's mane, you give them a clearer line. Getting older doesn't mean giving up strength. It means learning how to keep it, one smart choice at a time. And your morning coffee? It can be more than just a habit. It can become your first step towards stronger muscles, sharper thinking, and greater independence. Whether you add lion's mane, cinnamon, or one of the other powerful ingredients we explored today, you're not just drinking coffee. You're sending your body a message. I'm not done yet. So here's the question. What will you add tomorrow morning? What small change will you make to feel stronger for years to come?